Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Thursday, the 23rd of July. I know which day it is, really, honest. So, looking at the euro dollar first, looking from a weekly chart because we've broken the highs there. Previous highs, this year's highs, and we're sort of running right the way back. I've also popped the fibs on there. We were looking at this yesterday. We're sitting around about that sort of 50% retrace level at the moment from the absolute highs there through. I say absolute highs, but the highs back to 2018. I was right. So we're looking back to those sort of highs. We've done about 50%. I think we've got more potential above. It's quite interesting. Different news services today banks reporting today that they think the 120s on the cards by the end of the year, etc. Well, okay, so I mean, not surprised by that at all, really. However, where to with this market if we're trying to trade? We could get a bit more reaction off this 50% retrace. We'll see, but if it any retracements of me at the moment seems an opportunity to go for the longer side. In terms of any retracements, that 115 area is quite key now. So that if it was to come back today, another day back to that area, to me that's an opportunity to be buying. At the moment, it doesn't want to be holding back. It's pushing up this morning already. It's maybe going without me today, but so be it. Always a bit risky, these positions when they do this. It's going to diverge when it gets back to these highs. Yesterday's highs, I can see just by the MACD here, it's much more dipped where it is now, the strength in that. So we could see a bit of a correction come from that. It might run through to its R1, but I'll be looking to see if we get a bit of correction, maybe with a slowdown in the movement here. Well, what's appearing at slow at the moment to say may roll us over, but not really ready for that yet. So that's the possibilities looking forward to today, later today maybe. The pound's struggling to get through this daily 500. No real change there. Yesterday it got back up to it, struggled a bit and closed towards its open level, really, giving us that doji. 4-hourly point of view, you've seen that sort of quite sharp correction it had in there. It's now slowly trying to work its way up again. These markets just look like they've run a little bit out of steam. They sort of had a good day. We had another shove up yesterday, and it's just running out of steam. The pound didn't make new highs yesterday compared to the previous day or days. It's just never managed to do it. So it's just looking just that little bit softer, but we'll see. Dollar yen. Talk of softness. Dollar yen rolled over yesterday against the yen rolled over yesterday. A dollar gained actually through the day there quite a bit. It's almost bear. I don't know. Is it bear flagging or rolling back again? That's the question with this. It's been in this sort of range for some time. On the 4-hourly here for what's it? A couple of 2 weeks ish. So I won't be surprised if it just sort of, maybe just rolls back a little bit, but daily pivot just below there. I've not really liked the trading side of it. I've just left it alone really, but maybe we'll see what happens. It may be good for the upside. There'll be a trend line if I can draw it. It'll be another matter. Actually, it's just see if I can draw the trend line here this morning. No, it's not going to let me draw it. Let's try again. There we go. We can draw that trend line across the top there. So there is that sort of ball flag trend line sitting there. So maybe if it starts breaking that, you've got more upside later. But at the moment, it's looking really okay for its daily pivot. Maybe it's got some support coming up below with that 34 tucking in. But there we go. That's the yen. Aussie dollar. Well, the Aussie's been pushing up yesterday, ended up with doji candle, having a little push again at the moment. I wonder how strong this is. It looks a bit better actually on the 4-hourly. Looks okay. Just choppy old movement yesterday there on through here. Not particularly easy to follow. We may be on post 8 o'clock back to the towards that highs, that R1 later, but just looking at the whole market here, there was a divergence into these highs here, strong divergence there. May just correct a little bit more or just consolidate more, but at the moment not overly keen to dash into that. Not that I'm ever dashing into the Aussie dollar. Canadian dollar, that is one that is continuing to strengthen here. It's pushing further south at the moment, heading back towards that daily 500. It's really just going. It's gone. Almost down to its S1 here. It's that time of day where, well, if it's going to start looking for a reversal, it might be coming through. Any reversals where the R1, the daily pivot may become a target, but at the moment it's a marginal. It looks like a marginal divergence across there. Maybe not. So let's just see if I can get the cursor on. Would be good. Yeah, there's a marginal divergence even across this Canadian dollar at the moment. So not really wanting to just trade with at the moment. Looking at other markets, then oil's looking from a daily point of view. It's it's in a much tighter range. It's the average true range on oil slipped down there from the sort of $5-6 down to $1.42 on a daily basis now. So there's less volatility in it for sure. Just coming down the time frames here. It's on the short term here, just put a little higher low in. It's, as I say, it's run out of favour a little bit with me in terms of trading it at the moment, but he's trying to get back up at that double top territory around that 42.53 area maybe, if you can continue the push. S&Ps. So the S&Ps yesterday ended quite close to the highs of the day. It's we saw the sort of the push back up there, pushing back up. It's eased off in between that a little bit there, so it pushed up there yesterday, closed towards the end. Later in the day there, towards those highs, it's now properly broken through there and running CR1. It's broken those highs there this morning. It's early morning, it's not even 8 o'clock yet. It's having a bit of a reaction to that level. No divergence in this move here. I know people will be looking at the high, across to the high here, but we really have a swung from pillar to post a little bit here, so it's probably quite a clear movement. But the upside looks like it may prevail, but really looking for retracements in that case to push for further upside. Okay. I know a lot of people are off the S&Ps and thinking about being bearish on it, but I still think it's got a bigger bullish outcome. So that's where we are. News-wise today, we got a UK speaker, a member of the Monetary Policy Committee, Haskell, speaking at 12 o'clock. Actually, let's just check who he's addressing there. Due to speak about the economic impact of COVID at the Imperial College Business School. Oof. Webinar. Okay. He may get some things coming out of that at 12 o'clock, but really, other than that, we've got unemployment claims, US unemployment claims at 130. This is the weekly number, and normally they're totally ignored. In the current circumstances, they may be watched a bit more closely, and we may see a bit of volatility around that. Okay, that's it for me. Have a great day. Bye for now.